Alright, so this is Project Chemist. First time recording using the app Share Factory, and today we'll be playing some GT. So this is the Red Bull race, Red Bull race ring. Uh, started playing this a couple days ago and saw this coming up as you progress. It just opens up and decided to take a challenge. I did this challenge before and I have a time of 135 something. Yeah, 135.713, and wanted to improve on that. So here we go. Yeah. So this is the first lap, or the beginning of the lap here. For me, using controller, it's very tedious, especially trying to get the lines perfect. So I've been watching a couple YouTube videos, specifically from another channel, this driver called Super GT. His commentary actually helps me improve my races, and this has been the outcome so far. So this track, fairly new, raced it a couple times before, but getting used to it. And here we come up now, having to get used to using the left side stop markers. Didn't work so well here, and restart. That happens a lot. I'm trying to cut out of that habit though of restarting as soon as I mess up, just to go through and see if I could actually get a good time. So restarted, and here we are again. Slow down there, go back up. One of the most difficult things for me is actually stringing the corners together, maintaining the lines, and I'm just practicing that just to get better at it. Here we see we slow down. It's still in third gear. Got that pretty good. Gear up. Gone. Alright. So we're coming up now to another stop marker, 150, 150. Slow down there. And then take the right turn. Made this corner much better. I could have geared down here, which you'll see in a later lap time because I did it much better. So gear up here. For this, I'm not using the controller, using the right analog stick to up to gas, down to brake, and the left stick for steering. Here coming over past 1 mark, slowing down at the 50 mark. Didn't have to slow down this much here, but still getting used to the track and used to gauging the pedal. I feel like if I had a pedal system, like steering and pedal, it would be better, but again, as I said, still getting used to this. So gas here, change a little bit late there, but hey, slow down there on the marker. Never had to slow down that much, but slow down again, gas. And you can hear that I'm trying to be careful and fast at the same time, which can damage your time, which it did here for me. Did a time of what, 139 I think. Anyway, usually you do a better time on the second lap, and this being the second lap because when running through you'd be going at a faster speed as if rather than when you just started. So second lap is usually where you do your best times. And gear down here, as you can see up at the top, it's showing that I have plus on the time that I did before. Is plus or minus? I think it's plus. Sometimes I can't get to read it properly, but anyway, going through there on that turn, and alright, watching the marker. The markers there is kind of difficult for me to see because of the sunlight, so a lot of times I brake late right on that specific corner because it's very tedious for me to see the markers on the right. That is here, you have 50. Slow down a little bit better here, kind of drifting over, but and then ease up, and then the gas. Alright. And this turn coming up. Slow down. I didn't have to gear down that much. I could have just gone down to 3 and then went back on gas, but a lot of times I forget where the turns are as well. I'm not sure, like in the heat of the moment, I forget what turn is coming up. Skip over. So this is one of the times where I did, right, so I raced in the ghost this time. So I skipped to a part where I was doing fairly well, and the ghost coming, which is, so the ghost is the a replica of the previous lap, and guess there. So I passed the ghost, feeling like I'm doing much better. So once you're ahead of the ghost, it means that this lap time is going to be much better. So you can look in the rearview mirror, you see the ghost behind, and I think this is what I was talking about. I wasn't able to see the markers properly, so I geared down way too much. Anyway, got back a little bit of speed, still in front of the ghost, so that was good. Here I was trying to string the corners a bit better, and using the controller, it was kind of, as I said before, it was very hard to do. I was trying to be fast as well and careful, but started gassing a little bit too early and threw me off the track. Ghost passed me, so I was losing this. So I wanted to restart, but I wanted to also break the habit of restarting each time I fail. So I was rethinking it here, and I eventually just said I might as well just go through with the race, even though I messed up. Because I was thinking to myself, it would be better if I just continue and improve on this lap time rather than restart the entire thing. I was doing a whole lot of contemplation. So what happened with these races, it can get a bit frustrating, but sometimes you just take a little break as long as you need. There's nothing against taking a break. Gather your bearings, wipe your hands off a bit, and just push through. So this is me continuing, and you can see the timer that's on red. I think I got a red one on lap 4 as well. It means that this lap is invalid, but I continued because I wanted to use the speed from this lap to go through on the other, and this would have been a really good time. Would it? No, it wasn't this one. Anyway, actually it was a terrible time, never mind. But anyway, continuing again. Well, it looks like this is also a terrible lap. I'm not sure why I got 2 bad lap times, but anyway, went through on the previous bad lap and continuing again on this bad lap. Here we go on a stop. So the ghost is in front this time. Decided to go down in first gear on that corner because I wanted a bit more power coming out, rather than coast through in third or second gear. Didn't work to my favor as the ghost is still in front. Here, gear down a lot, spun out a bit because I was trying to connect the corners them as best as I could. It worked a bit because I'm in front of the ghost car, and that ghost car is actually from lap 6 when I did the 134. Previously I ran off this track. I got it better this time, staying on the outside, going over what, and at this point I can see the stop marker is much better. Went down to 3 this time instead of 2. Let the car coast, brake a little bit, went down to 2, and then gas. Right, so this in front of the ghost car, this would have been a perfectly good lap had it not been messed up, but that was a 134.8. Anyway, moving on. So we're in front of the ghost now, so this should be a good lap. Doing great coming out of that turn. Go forward. So looking up to the stop markers now. I stopped in at about 75 meters this time. A little bit late, but it still put me in front of the ghost car. I'm not sure how that would work against a computer player, but I guess because against myself. And right now I can see the stop markers better. I stopped a bit more in time here. Went around the corner, and you can hear the car gassing and releasing because I'm trying to get a good consistency, not so much slowing down too much on the corners and not gassing too much coming out. And there we go. So strung that corner good, and this one, yeah, nice. And coming out of this, a bit more gas. I feel a lot more confident, as you can probably see in the driving here, because I felt like having messed up so much and figuring out a lot of the things. And there we go. And strung those corners, in my opinion, really well. Could be better, but it's good enough for a better time here, as you can see. 134.2. I'm not sure. Let me see if I can see this. And messed that up, and here just quit. So that's the end of the video, and I guess I'll try to do a better time next time. But here I felt like I did enough, and I wanted to just take a little break. Thanks for watching. See you in the next one.